We are doing the Chapter 4 tutorial, and we're on page 146. First step is to open ArcCatalog. ArcCatalog is a separate program that's part of the group of programs that comes with ArcGIS. And you can think of it as being like the file manager in Windows. When you click on Computer or My Computer, this lets you manage the files in your ArcGIS system. Well, that took a while, but it finally came up. And so now we're on step number 2 here. Click the Connect to Folder button. And we want to go to Computer and go to the C drive, and there is an SRepress folder. And there is, inside of that, there's a single GIS T1 folder. And then click on OK. Okay, now we're on the second part at the bottom of page 146. And what we want to do is in the catalog tree panel, which is this area right here, expand folder connections. And we want this one, and we want my exercises, so we can do it over here, and I think we want to open that up, so expand it and click the chapter 4 folder to display its contents. So here is chapter 4. And over on the right side we see nothing. This looks a little bit like Windows Explorer with folders and devices on the left side and the files over on the right side. Okay, so we're going to right click on chapter 4 in the left panel, and we're going to choose New, and then we're going to click on File, Geodatabase. And the name of this is going to be chapter 4.gdb, and hit enter. Okay. Now we're going to import some data, so we're going to right click on chapter 4, and then we're going to go to import, and we want to import multiple feature classes. And we want to click the Browse button here. And we want to go to Data, Maricopa County. And we want to open up that folder. And we want the two files here, one that ends in tract 10 and the other one that ends in COU sub 10. So click and control click and click on Add, which is number 3 at the bottom of page 147. Your screen should look like this now, and we're going to click on OK. And now if we go over here and expand chapter 4, we see that we've got this chapter 4 geodatabase. And now what we're going to do is right click on it, and we're going to import a table this time. You may have noticed another file over there, and there's a spreadsheet file. And we're going to click on that. And we've got to tell it where the data is coming from. Let's click on our Browse button over here. And it remembers where we were before, and we want the file called census data, and you see it's a spreadsheet file that ends in XLSX. and click on Add. And when you import something from a spreadsheet has multiple worksheets, and it's going to ask you which worksheet to add. It has to add them basically one at a time. We want the one with census data and a $sign on the end. Click on Add and click on OK. Whoops, cancel that. I missed a step here. And the output table is going to be called census data. And then we're going to click on OK. And that is the end of 4-1.